Dans la tradition du théâtre, on est d'abord danseur. Après, si on a du talent et de la chance, on devient chorégraphe. Et puis si on a plus de talent et plus de chance, on devient directeur. Et puis si on a encore plus de chance et plus de talent, alors on devient prisontologue.
I invent this cube to make my own room. That means my own life is made of this cube that protect me. It's my own. And in fact, it symbolizes my mother, but not the uterus. I'm born in Marseille, and I'm an adoptive child, like Genet. So we have something, we have something, in fact, somehow in common, like all the kids who have been abandoned by their mother. An adoptive child, he cannot forgive. They have even a term, they say morbid narcissismus, because you always permanently, and no woman, no man, no friend, can change you, because you miss this essential thing at the beginning. It's like you're born, for instance, with the wrong blood. So you live your whole life with this thing. So in fact, by doing theater, for me, is kind of a cure. Exactly like Genet. Genet is with word. He cured himself of not to commit the crime that his mother did. And it's in all the book in Genet, and it's in all my pieces, all of them.
Petra, you are here when you start. Maybe they see Petra, you are here, because if you start with the text like this, you can go twice.
And since I'm young and I'm educated by Jesuit, and the priest they tell me, Philippe, you want to go from E to B, go. And you have to drive your own engine, not someone else. You have to drive. And you invite the people in your train.
Okay, stretch leg, yes, stretch leg, and turn.
That's the problematic always of any human being, and try to put himself to say, I want to get there.
And you can go maybe.
You need in your life to have one idea, and only one. And then this idea must be so good that you can live only with this one. Not with other one, you need one, but this one must be top. Toutes les pièces de théâtre, tous les opéras, tous les ballets ne sont composés seulement à partir de la mort de quelqu'un. C'est le crime qui intéresse la personne. Pourquoi ça fait ça? Parce que celui qui commet le crime ou le délit, il passe à l'acte. Et en fait, l'idée, c'est parti de dire, pourquoi pas donner la parole aux détenus?
Dis-moi, quel malheur fou fait éclater ton œil, d'un désespoir si haut que ta douleur farouche, accrochée en personne, orne ta ronde bouche, malgré tes pleurs glacés, un sourire de deuil.
Cette tendance qui m'a inspiré, évidemment, c'est essentiellement à partir de textes de Genet. Puisque Genet n'a écrit que sur la prison et que sur les détenus et que sur la criminalité. Et connaître de mieux en mieux, en fait, son univers et sa manière d'écrire. En fait, Genet, c'est quelqu'un qui travaille mot par mot, c'est-à-dire que chaque mot a son importance. C'est-à-dire, il transforme les mots, c'est jamais vulgaire, il y a toujours un certain érotisme, une certaine angoisse, une certaine tristesse, une certaine poésie, de l'enthousiasme, mais chaque mot est choisi. Pour moi, c'est le plus grand poète de ce siècle. Genet vivait, en fait, n'avait pas de compte en banque, n'avait pas d'appartement, n'avait pas de voiture, voyageait, mais s'il voyageait, c'est tout, s'il partait pas à pied, était relativement sale, il se soignait pas. Et en fait, ce qu'il faisait, il passait son temps à écrire, trouver le mot juste. En fait, ça vient de l'univers carcéral, mais pas parce qu'il y était, mais parce qu'il s'est transporté dedans. Et il a en fait transcendé la criminalité, parce que lui, il a fait des séjours, des multiples séjours en prison, mais jamais pour des crimes. C'était seulement un voleur, il a volé quelques livres, c'était pas grand-chose. Bon, il a déserté, c'est vrai. Bon, on va dire, il a déserté, il a volé quelques livres, et il a fait quelques séjours en prison. Mais en fait, ce qui l'a intéressé dans la prison, c'était l'imaginaire. Puisque c'est carrément impossible de s'évader d'une prison, à moins d'être un très très grand mafieux et d'avoir beaucoup de soutien financier à l'extérieur. Mais une personne normalement constituée, 99% des prisonniers qui sont incarcérés, ils ne peuvent pas s'évader. Il n'y a rien derrière, il n'y a rien dehors, ils n'ont aucun soutien dehors. Donc l'imaginaire, c'est leur forme d'évasion. Plus on est incarcéré de plus longues années, le plus l'imaginaire fonctionne. C'est-à-dire, on s'évade de plus en plus loin.
Ist selbst der Blick in die Freiheit versperrt. Schrassig. Ein düsterer Ort. 20 Autominuten von der beschaulichen Bankerstadt Luxemburg entfernt. Hier hat es ein Ende mit der Gemütlichkeit. Hier sind die schweren Fälle des Zwergstaates eingelocht. Männliche und weibliche Insassen durch dicke Betonmauern getrennt. Doch an diesem 3. Adventswochenende ist alles ganz anders.
I started in 2002 in Luxembourg. It was totally different because it was the first time. And it was only the agreement of the Minister of Justice and of the Director of the prison. That means you are dependent first financially of if they can organize or not. So you have an enormous conflict with people because of course the first reaction is to say, how is it possible that now the prisoners, they have a ballet and they have a singing lesson and after we present those criminals, on stage and so it was a lot of argument negative. It became positive after the show, but during the 3 months of rehearsal, it was the worst stress I never had in my life. It was every day something negative about working with criminals and they should die and they should stay there.
Prisoner is a normal human being. I know many people that are worse than them, they commit a lot of crime, just they're not in because nobody catch them.
When you come in a prison, normally in life it's the same. But by prisoners it's an extreme case because they are a long time without any right to speak, any right to express themselves, without basically any face. They don't have access to pictures, to film, to music, to anything where they could, let's say, let their fantasy go and escape somewhere. So the first step, in fact, is convince them that it's a necessary step to do if they want to go out, and by going out, being free. Because the fact of being free, many people seem to forget that being free is very difficult. You cannot be free totally alone. You have to be free with people around. That's why a peace is a component of getting to freedom of expression, but with the other. So you have always this kind of duality between being free, alone, but at the same time you cannot, because alone you cannot go. The relation with the prisoner is like that. When you have to convince them that you are there for the good and for their good, then after they consider you a little bit like, I would say, a mixture between the big brother, the father, and the chief of the mafia. Mafia is not a bad term. It's a network
when you put people in relation, you have to be as strict as a good father. They have to know first that you know that they are punished not because they stole a chocolate tablet or a piece of sugar. They are punished because they did something, sometimes which is not really clear. No? So they know that I know. They know by my attitude, because my attitude is extremely authoritarian. That means I don't ask them to sing for me. I don't sing for them, I sing.
I come every day I train with them until I have some fragment, and after I work with artists, professional.
All the actors, dancers, singers, musicians, all of them, they say, anytime you ask me, anytime I go, wherever you want, if it's something in prison. Because for an artist, it's the most incredible experience. If you have a certain sense of the philosophy and sense of what is art and what is humanity. And art is only talking about humanity. An artist is not God. He's not the one who forgives and gives you absolution. It's just that you take them with you on a place which is the magic place when you can build a complete new life.
Live